Hi everyone, this is Bagadon, Stock Market Caddy. Just wanted to come out and give everyone a kind of an intraday view of what we're looking at. Seems to be a lot of jello moving on the plate. This is a tick chart using a swing machine. So we want to slow this down. We can come to a daily. I don't even want to go there. I want to come to a weekly, and I want to show you something. This is what has our attention right now. Our weekly system is still short all the major indices. It is still long bonds. Okay, is still long and has been for for weeks on end. But what we're looking at now, just stay with me. We're gonna scroll over. Oh, that's my little kitty. She's a calico. She's a money cat. I don't have a problem at all with her being in my room. Okay, the TF is pushing into. Let's get a quote on it. It's at 1044. 1044. She is pushing into the first rough cut. Okay, you want to pay attention. You want to write these numbers down. 1052, 93, 1070 in here. Okay, we're moving into resistance areas, major weekly resistance areas. This is not where you want to be buying, folks. Okay, don't get sucked in. And don't be too early with your bigger shorts. And if you do any shorting with the ETFs or what have you, you can always use protective calls. The ES, we're trading at 1955. Let's slide the bar. We're right in here. Okay, we're not even outside the first cut. Okay, anything into this, certainly into the second cut, the heavy rough, we'd want to be loading up the big guns to get short this market. And you have to map out your trades. It's not enough just to know the areas. You have to map them out, do your risk management thing with options, sizing, what have you. NQ is currently at 42.76, and where are we? We're at 42.76. So we still got a ways potentially may never even get there. So a lot of resistance. What's resistance? A lot of pissed off people who bought this NASDAQ crap at these highs, and they want their bread back, and they're seeing their account come back, they see it come back, and then they hit the sell button all at the same time. They never quite get there, and they get sucked in. So I just want to say, and the same thing with the YM. Let's just do this real quick. I promised it would be quick. We're at 16,675, and this is the first cut. So we're not even in the first cut yet. Doesn't mean that we get there, but they're trying. Okay. Now the bond. Where is the bond? And I think this is where we want to pay real close attention to. Pay attention to the 10-year. 10-year. Trading at 129.27.5. Where is support? Okay, we come down here, right here, 129. We're into the first level of support on the bond. You don't want to be shorting bonds down here, right? You don't want to be selling now. You want to be selling when we were up at 170. Same thing on the 30-year bond. Okay, we're trading at, let's widen this out here a little bit. So you can see the price. Sorry about this. All right, we're currently at 162.2732. Well, now is not the time to be shorting bonds. It's setting up for a killing, but where are we on the weekly zones, the weekly fairway? Let's widen this one out so you can see this. Okay, we're down in here. We're getting down into the heavy support area. So we have come off the highs of 170. There's been a ton of money to be made. So we want to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. So we are beginning to eyeball. Once again, it's come on rather quick. Now we do a lot of intraday scalping. This is for bigger trades. This is for mapping out, getting getting in a short position. The problem we have is that the contracts, these futures contracts, are going to be coming into rollover, where we roll over from, for those of you who don't trade them, they roll over from March contracts to April, May, June, will be to the June contract. So there could be a bit of a short squeeze going on. So it may take some time. The big short may not come in, may not come in until after. Frequently, what they like to do is squeeze those last contracts on the rollover, and they don't come in until the June contract. And it's always around what week? You guessed it, Fed week, Janet Yellen week. So, but we wanted to show you what we're looking at, and you can slow this down and get a good view and write these numbers down. Okay, it's not so much the fairway width, that would be for a shorter term, but we're looking now at the weekly boundaries and where these markets are, namely the indices and the bonds. As far as the the oil correlation, we're not paying much attention to that. We're just trading oil in and of itself. Everyone wants to know oil on a weekly basis is still short all the way. On a daily, yeah, oil, where are we here? Oil, well, even on a daily, oil is still short. Okay, so you'd have to come down into, let's see, even on a tick, yeah, on a tick basis. Let me make sure the daily, something, you know what, that's an old contract. Sorry, I got to update that. How did that happen? We had a power failure. So even still, it's just moved into the chop area. So in any case, the biggie that I wanted to get to was the weekly view of the markets and where we think things are for the bigger picture. Good luck. Hope it helps. Hey, if this sort of thing helps you out, feel free to check us out. We don't have a macro team. We don't have a micro team. We're not going to give you a bunch of fundamental BS or whatever. We're just real traders. We do trade our own bread, and we share our technology that we built for ourselves. This we've done long before Twitter. Way back when. Afraid to say how far back. All right, but best of luck.